Looking for me till let's go. Take me on this journey home. I don't wanna wait no more. Lay me down behind the moon.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Erica Vane back with an update on the Carrie situation because we got a little bit of new information, and you know your girl had to come and make sure that y'all were up to date and in the know. Let's talk about Carrie and what she's going to be doing through the rest of the season because, y'all, she's not just coming back for an episode. She's going to be reoccurring in the last 5 episodes of the season 3. Okay, so I am getting more stressed by the minute. And that's just on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Carrie, no. Why? First of all, why are you here? That's first, second, and third of all. Why are you here, sis? I cannot help you. I cannot do nothing for you. I'm Layla, and I am barely holding it together myself. Please grab your stuff. The door is over there to the left. Thank you. No, if you haven't already, go check out my video where I say, Carrie, you can't stay here, sis. In that video, I talk about what I think is going to happen with Carrie. So this video is just adding on to that video. So go ahead and watch that video so that you got all the information, because I'm not really going to repeat too much here. Go and check out that video. It'll be linked in the cards above, description box down below. But what I am addressing here is that it has been confirmed, and I actually have seen the confirmation on TV Line, which is another reputable entertainment website that gets confirmed exclusive information from the studios or from the networks. And just like I got my information about Laura's mother coming to the show from this website, I also got at the bottom of that article, they had a little sneaky little couple lines where it talks about Anna Laura, who is the woman who plays Carrie, the rehab girl. She will be reoccurring in the rest of the season, so we will see her in multiple episodes. And specifically, it says this: Anna Laura, who has thus far appeared in 2 All-American episodes as Layla's rehab pal Carrie, will reoccur throughout the rest of the season 3, sharing a bond with Layla that the rest of the gang can't compete with. Y'all, and some people, I know when y'all sent me this, because everybody, like I said, I love it that y'all send me stuff, y'all tag me and stuff. A lot of people were like, oh, well, maybe Carrie's not going to be that bad, because they watched my video and they saw that I was like, stranger danger, alert, alert. And they're like, well, look, this means it's going to be good. Y'all do know that trauma bonds are real, right? Y'all know that? Survivor's guilt is real. Olivia, you know, like, we've seen that play out before. And while Carrie and Layla can have a bond, it could be a bond that's not grounded in anything good. So don't automatically assume that. Now, I'm not saying automatically assume the worst. I'm assuming the worst from what evidence has been presented to me. From what we know about this girl, from what we've seen about this girl, from where we know Layla is right now, I am not seeing anything good come of this. Okay? That is just me. But if you want to hope and think of sunshine and rainbows, do your thing. I am not going to stop you. I don't want to prevent you. I want you to be happy. I also want you to be prepared. So for me, even reading that line that they share a bond that the rest can't compete with, they share a bond of being in the very lowest of low places of their lives and seeing each other that way. And that could be great if you have 2 now mentally healthy and healed people. But if both of them aren't, then that bond can trick one who is progressing into regressing, because the other one is going to pull you in a way that you don't really need to go. And that's honestly what I see. Layla's storyline has kind of been very low since the Vegas episode. She's kind of just been there, and a lot of people are just saying like, oh, Layla's just kind of around. This is what's going to add the drama back to Layla's storyline and Layla's life. So again, I don't foresee this being anything great. I don't foresee her being the best friend that Layla actually needs in the moment that she needs it. And I would love to, I'm going to jump into some comments from my original Carrie video so that I can talk a little bit more about that and some predictions that you made, some things that y'all said that I agree with, that I want to really double down on. But I definitely can see this being a very, very, very big speed bump in Layla's road to healthy recovery, and not just recovery from her mental health scare, but recovery from this breakup, recovery from the breakup of her friendship and then the reunion of her friendship with Olivia. Like, Layla has been dealing with a lot of loss, and I don't even know if sis has been able to grieve these circumstances that she's been losing so much in. Rana Ferretti Fowler said, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name, anyone, let me know in the comment section down below and I will correct it. Carrie needs to carry herself on somewhere else. All the technology in the world and you just pop up at Layla's doorstep. No text, no nothing. Boundaries. At least she knew Ashy Asher. She does not know this girl? No, just no. I agree. Dejanaba, and I apologize if I mispronounced your name, said, Layla's better than me because Hannah Montana really came to her house unannounced with bags. Crying, laughing face. Samantha Harrison said, Layla girl, have we not learned anything from having people stay with you? Tawanda Wilson said, Motel 6 will leave the light on you, in quotes, laughing. Yeah, I definitely think Carrie is trouble. Layla doesn't really want to let her in, but doesn't want to break her word either. She was a mess in the rehab facility, and I'm not sure much has changed. I'll be watching her because I don't know if Layla is in the right frame of mind to do so. Tawanda, I agree with you so much, and I really wanted to highlight your comment because the fact that you mentioned that she doesn't want to let her in, but she doesn't want to break her word. I think that this might be a spark that helps her start to make peace with the decisions that Spencer made. Yes, it's way worse to get back in a relationship with somebody who you really don't want to be in a relationship with, but I think Layla being put in this position where she really doesn't want to let her in, but she doesn't want to break her word, allows her to feel what Spencer was describing that he felt for her in that moment. And child, I can't wait to see it. Y'all know I'm waiting on this Layla and Spencer reunion because now it's just overdue as fast as they're moving. Lil Nikki the Badass said, hey Lil Nikki, shout out to you. You always support and show up in the comment section and I freaking love you. Why do I feel like Layla might tell Carrie why she's sad or something? And this girl tries to hurt Spencer or Olivia or confront them. Wouldn't put it past her. Laugh out loud. It's time to leave, Carrie. Yo, listen, television writing at its finest. Lil Nikki, yes, I could totally see this happening. I could totally see Carrie needing someone. Layla's the person who's going to be there for her. Actually let her come in because she said she had nowhere else to go. And she notices that Layla's sad. Layla actually talks to her because Layla runs her mouth, child. Layla will tell you if you ask. And I could totally see this girl like, okay, bet. Let's do this. Or not even. She might even try to do the stuff behind Layla's back without Layla knowing. And I could see that's being why she's in the next 5 episodes, because we could see her like just starting to lay traps for people or starting to set people up or scoping out the scene and following Liv and Spencer around to figure out how she's going to get them. Child, oh Lord. While I want Layla to be able to heal and to feel like not that I want Layla to have her revenge, but I want her to feel vindicated. I don't want a bunch of drama or a bunch of fighting or a bunch of setups and potentially harmful situations. So Carrie, girl, reel it in. Don't get carried away. WM Nelly said she gotta go. And the fact that she's in the last episode of season 3 stresses me out. She definitely going to do something weird, and that's going to be a cliffhanger. I feel like there's going to be so many cliffhangers. I didn't really do a video about this, but there was a clips of an interview that Taye Diggs did going around Instagram, but I haven't been able to find the original interview, so I'm not going to put up a whole video about it. But he talks about the season finale being something that nobody expected, including all of the actors, and it's completely left field. So I think that they're not only going to be one big cliffhanger, but I think that there's going to be quite a few smaller cliffhangers with every single main character in the show, and I definitely think that Carrie's going to play into Layla's cliffhanger. Shari P said, yeah, Carrie showing up was mad sus, and I don't trust that girl at all. She popped up on Layla at right time. Layla was feeling lonely and left out, and she just had Spencer and Olivia stuff just thrown back in her face, although she went looking for it. With all that being said, I'm really not seeing how some people are thinking Layla's depression is coming back. In my opinion, Layla seems to be going in the right direction mentally. She's focusing on her job and school, and she's still in therapy, so I don't think her seeing a pic of Spencer and Olivia or not being invited to a party is going to just erase all the work that she's done with her mental health. I just hope Layla feeling left out of certain things. She don't ignore the red flags and keep this girl around just because she needs a friend. And Shari, I love this comment. You always leave such in-depth, super context driven and inclusive comments. So thank you so much. I don't think that seeing the picture of Spencer and Olivia is a thing that's going to trip her up mentally and send her into depression. I do think that that is a reminder of a conversation that has not been had yet, either between her and Olivia or her and Spencer, that needs to be had because it's something that she still feels very strongly about. I honestly feel like the mental health trigger is going to come from Carrie showing up. Like the fact that she showed up right when she's in a moment of trying to process something that she feels very emotionally tied to, that is the biggest red flag to me. That is the thing that I feel like can send you spiraling. While Layla is a very confident character on the outside and she's very poised and beautiful and all these different things, I feel like there have been moments where she's been very, very impressionable. And this moment could be one, her be feeling vulnerable and her feeling her feelings around Spencer and Olivia getting together, or the idea of them getting together, and then enter this person who is of this different mental state. And yes, I am assuming that Carrie is of a certain mental state because she's been in this dang on mental facility for so dang on long. And if Layla automatically gives her a certain space, a friend in her life, that I could see her being impacted by Carrie and not necessarily in a great way. And that is what I feel like could pull her back into her mental depressive place. But I see what you're saying, because a lot of people were saying that she was going to be depressed about Spencer and Olivia. And I don't know if she's necessarily being depressed about Olivia, but I do think that she is it's a conversation that needs to be had. It's feelings that need to be processed. And I'm actually working on a video about if Layla can handle Spolivia. So be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss when that video goes live, because it is in the queue and I am working on it. And there you have it, y'all. Those are my updates on Carrie based on a little bit of new information that we have received about her reoccurring in the rest of the season. Carrie is not going anywhere for a while, child. We're going to have to deal with it. And let me know in the comment section down below, would you rather see Vanessa than see Carrie in these dang on episodes? Tell me that and any of your comments, thoughts, or theories down in the comment section down below. I'm Erica Vane, and I post new All-American videos every day, sometimes twice a day, and you should really join the tribe by hitting subscribe. I promise you're going to love it here. Our comment section is lit, as you can see. And if you miss any of my All-American videos, I will link the playlist right here for All About All-American and give you 2 more television suggestions right here. All the videos that I mentioned are linked in the description box down below. Hit that like button and share on your favorite social media site, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.